Allow me to demonstrate the power of the viewports. What I've got here is a section, and I'm going to place this on my sheet, on the A1 sheet. Firstly, I'm going to define a viewport. Go to select sheets. Under sheets, I'm going to define my viewport. Select a rectangle. Select the outline. Select my sheet, and I'm going to create it on here and put it in a scale of 1 in 100. Let's zoom a bit closer. There we see it. Let's go back to the model space, and now I want to define a circular viewport, and let's say we're going to have a detail of the area there. We go to the sheet, place it down, and let's say we want to use a scale of 1 in 20. There is my detail. Now let's put some dimensions on there. Firstly, I'm going to select a layer for the dimensions that I've created, 1 in 100. So I'm going to go to my dimensions, go to parameter set, and I'm going to select that I want to use 1 in 100, set the current. Those are the parameters I want to use for my dimensions. I'm going to select vertical and say I'm going to dimension, just as an example, from there to there, and I'm going to put it there. Go to the floor and to the natural ground level. But I also want to do the detailed dimensions for the 1 in 20, so I'm going to select a layer for the dimensions 1 in 20. Now I'm going to go to parameter set, and I'm going to select 1 in 20 parameters. So okay, now I'm going to go and do dimension of the size of the gutter. If we zoom a bit in, you'll see the difference in dimensions. The bigger ones are for the 1 in 100 and the smaller for 1 in 20. What would have happened on our sheet? Let's go and have a look. If I open up, you'll see in both cases I see both dimensions. Let's go and modify that. Under my sheets, there's an option for layers for viewport. I select it, and I select the layer, the viewport for the layers that I want to switch off, and I want to switch off the 1 in 20 layers on that viewport. You'll notice that the 1 in 20 dimension will disappear. Same will happen with this viewport. I'm going to deselect the 1 in 100, say OK, and it is deselected. Now I've got two viewports with two different scales with their own dimensions, which fits perfectly.